is the Hippy convo. This is going to be the first episode, actually. We have just a basic intro of how we're going to do this podcast today. When I post this, it's actually going to be Tuesday, but we're filming February 18th, 2020. So, first, the intro is going to be just me and my friend here.
Yeah.
We're just going to be talking about how we are, what we want, where we live, some dumb shit. I don't know, maybe some more stuff. Maybe we might talk about some games or something. Currently, I'm at the coast. I live in Monterey, California. Seaside, California, next to Monterey. I'll be moving back to my old town where Drayden lives, actually.
Come back to us.
And that is in Tulare, California. It's the town of cow shit.
Mm-hmm. And hood rat fights.
Hood rat fights.
Oh.
And someone that got somewhat famous at Union.
You mean Jay? Oh. Must be nice.
So, I mean...
What's funny? Wait, what? So what's funny? Like, she used to follow me, and then, she just stopped following me. And, now I'm a subscriber to her on Snapchat, so I just stopped following her completely.
You were subscribed to her?
Yeah.
Why were you subscribed?
Because she wasn't my friend.
So you were just sitting...
Yeah. No, but I mean, we were friends on Snapchat at one point.
Oh,
There's a difference. If you follow just somebody and they don't follow you back, you're considered a subscriber. And if they follow you back, then you're considered friends. And then, all of a sudden, I was just a subscriber, and I was just like, all right, then. All right, chef.
All right, chef. For those of you guys that don't know, we grew up together. I mean, since what, 5th grade?
Yeah, we didn't know each other in 5th grade, but we started hanging out 6th grade.
Middle school. Yeah, started middle school.
I saw you around, and I was like, that boy looked weird.
Yeah, same. I mean, you were more of a skater, so that's how I knew you.
Really?
Actually, we didn't know this but we have another friend. His name is Fernie. I knew him because he used to be in Visalia. And
oh yeah, I forgot you knew Fernie before I did.
Yeah, I don't know if I knew him before you, but I probably did know him before you.
You just saw him around.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were friends in elementary. So I around 3rd grade or something like that, but other than that, we haven't hung out. I don't remember anything from there. But I know we knew the same friend. It was at a weird time.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to the people what you do, Drayden. What do you want to do in life? What do you do right now?
Well, right now I'm just going to school at the moment. I kind of switched my major last semester. Can you hear my mom in the background? She's loud as Yeah, I switched my major from graphic design to studio arts because I don't know, I suck at math, and it's they had me do a bunch of annoying math and shit to for the graphic design degree. And it's I don't know. That's why I switched to studio arts, because there wasn't the recommended course for math or other classes, I guess. You even needed to take a fucking English class for graphic design. It's bitch, what?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. I can speak perfect English, even though sometimes I don't on purpose, but if I want to, I can sound pretty
sometimes
intelligent.
you become retarded.
Yeah, most of the time I'm retarded as fuck, but if I want to sound intelligent, someone's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? Some people are surprised with how I text and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I switched that shit to studio arts. and now I'm just going through the classes. It's mostly just
So,
like, huh?
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's mostly just like just printmaking classes and like art history classes that are required for that degree. And it kind of sucks because like going from graphic design to studio arts, I didn't have any of the requirements filled out yet at all. So like I have to kind of start over. But there's way less requirements than there is for the graphic design degree. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna ask like what kind of like art are you specifically trying to do, like
I'm just
after school?
Oh, after school. I'm not honestly sure on like what media I'm gonna focus on yet. That's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, is to try out different medias of art and see what kind of clicks with me the most. The only thing I haven't tried yet is screen printing, and everyone that's taken screen printing has loved it, or most people. And what's it called? That's the only one I haven't tried yet, so I'm gonna try that next semester.
Or like paintings or canvases?
Basically just like t-shirts, yeah, shirts, or just
Okay.
whatever you wanna. Yeah, it's done with ink. It's like different from lithography, where there's like a chemical
Oh, okay.
process to like etching an image into a stone and then reprinting that multiple times. But yeah, it's just mostly like t-shirts and stuff. And then like after your first semester, you're not allowed to work from the computer. You have to like use stencils and stuff, and like you can trace stencils and shit. But like once you take the class again for the second semester, that's when they allow you to do like immolation, and with like where you can basically print out a picture from the computer and like have that on your screen print instead. There's like a chemical process you have to do with that as well. It's like developing a photo almost, in a way. You have to go into a dark room and things like that. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to learn the process of how to do that. Seems pretty interesting, and you can print like high quality pictures onto shit. So maybe printing hella stuff onto
taking a
shit.
4K image, throwing that, making 4K in real life.
You can't really get them in 4K. Like whatever image you get, it comes out lower resolution than what it is, because it's just dots, colored dots basically. And like you line those up to make an image. It's really weird. I've like seen the process of it, but I don't understand it because like they weren't teaching it. They were just like demoing kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely gonna get another blank board. My voice is like all scraggly. I haven't had any water today.
I mean, you can have some water on standby.
I mean, I just don't have any water on standby is the problem. Like I literally left the house without water. I usually have like water in my backpack when I get home, but I've been fucking crusty all day.
This is why I have a mini fridge in my room, so I can have water on standby.
Nice.
You want to take a little break? Go get your water.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
But
I mean, I have a coworker at where I work. He actually does sewing, and I was like, "Yo, this guy looks like he knows how to do some sort of art." I was like, "Yo, do you do art?" He goes, "Yeah, I do sewing." And I was like,
that's not
"Whoa,
art.
I never heard." I never heard anybody say sewing was an art. So when I asked him, I was like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like, what do you do for sewing?" He goes, "Oh, I make like certain images with different things." He goes, "I'm into screen printing and sewing." And so I was like, okay, I can understand both of those mixed together, because I understand like different types of art.
Yeah,
I've taken art, and I think you did art all 4 years.
I did like the last 3 years, because the first year my elective was Spanish, and I bombed that shit horribly. I got like a D, and they didn't count it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
So this shit's garbage.
And I mean, I love Miss Dice. She was such a cool teacher, but I just didn't take Spanish again. It just wasn't for me.
You do art. We know you go to school. What do you do when you're not doing art, or when you're at least not in school? Like, what do you do on your free time?
It's either playing video games or skating, to be honest. I'm just trying to get out. I mean, not get. Obviously, playing video games isn't really getting out. Like I've been skating way more than I usually do lately. Just trying to.
I don't know if I can get back into
I
that.
feel like you could, honestly. Like it took me like 3 days to get back into it until I feel like somewhat comfortable just being on a board again. But I mean, you could board slide and shit like when you stop skating.
True.
Well, kind of. I mean, I don't know. That log, I don't think I actually ended up landing that shit. I think you were just trying it. And
I mean, it was a janky ass log.
it was a janky ass log.
I used to live in a house that had this weird log in the back, and I had no idea what it was. It was just chilling back there, so we just grabbed some wax and threw a whole bunch of a shit ton of wax on it.
Wax.
Yeah, and Drayden was skating all over it and everything. All I did over it was like an ollie, or I think I tried doing a 50-50 or
a 50-50 a piece of wood.
I don't know. I think I tried though. I don't remember. That house was kind of nice though. And I mean, like on our free time, we play games all the time too. I mean, we play Halo, For Honor, Paladins once in a while. I'm trying to find something new.
There's nothing new though. All the new games are like they get boring easily. But Halo.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
I mean, I remember. What do you mean?
I don't know. Continue on.
Good content.
It's like
good.
I forgot.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, some of the nights we would spend the nights at each other's houses. We've been friends for years. We've always been close friends. We've always known about each other's lives and shit. So we stayed the night at each other's houses no matter how far we were. I lived in multiple places, multiple towns. I started out in Visalia. That's when I didn't know him. But when I moved to Tulare, that's when I knew him. He's been to both my apartment and my house that I've had in Tulare.
No, I knew you when you had the house, and then you moved to Fresno after that.
Oh,
and that was the only apartment you were really in.
Okay.
When I
thought you were the one. I thought you came with Fernie and everybody into that apartment.
No. Nay.
Okay. I think that's how we met too, was through Fernie. I think that was how we met. But I mean, yeah, I lived there twice. I lived in Fresno twice, once in a house and then in a condo. Then I moved back to Visalia with my brother. And then I also moved back here where I'm at the coast. And I'm actually going to be moving back to Tulare. Get my own apartment this time though. And that's where we're going to be doing video podcasts, because right now we're just doing just a hippie convo background. That's all we got right now. Just some mics. We're in a call right now because we're not in the same area.
I mean, I have a camera, but I don't really care for podcast. I mostly stream, if anything.
I mean, this podcast is gonna have you in it, so you might get used to it.
I might get used to it. I might fuck around.
We're gonna have podcasts with, you know, him. We're gonna have a couple friends. We're gonna talk about some dumb shit. We're gonna talk about some funny shit, some old shit that happened. Like, remember that one time on Halloween we all went out to the fields and we were fucking around in the orchards and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think one time we went out, I think it was on New Year's or no, it was Drayden's birthday that day. That was the night we were talking about cold cuts all the way until 5 in the morning.
Yeah, like how you gonna fucking talk about cold cuts?
I don't know how we did it.
For dead at how many hours straight?
I think we went to bed at like 1 in the morning, like everybody. But we stayed up just making stupid jokes.
That shit was the most dumb. Oh my god, man.
Like the jokes were like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you with the cold cut," or
it's like, bro, what if your pillowcase turned into a cold cut?
Or, or like, what if you were sleeping with a cold cut instead of a blanket, or some
Big ol'
stupid
ass
shit that
cold cut
came
blanket.
up.
It was because that commercial. What was the commercial about cold cuts? It was like, it was that one dude, and he was like, some cold cuts, some or something like
Oh
that. And he
yeah,
was like
it
telling,
was
you know
either a
what I'm talking
commercial
about?
or like a song or some shit.
Something like that.
That was the funniest thing. Um,
Mostly,
so like,
Hmm?
mostly what?
oh, it's like the games we like really fucked with were zombies and Halo, right? Especially over
Yeah, I
zombies.
guess that's how we bonded too.
All those.
That was like the
That was
big
a big
hype.
hype.
Like what?
I mean,
2012,
when did that shit
2013?
come out?
I think it came out in
I think it,
20.
I think it was out already for a while when we were playing it, but it's just like zombies was, yeah.
Yep.
B.
So
Oh,
Black Ops 1,
wow.
I think it came out in 2012
Release date was
or
2010.
2010. Wow.
Damn it.
Okay, because I think Black Ops 2 came out in 2013. I think that's when Black Ops 2 came out, and we were just mashing out on zombies the whole time. I mean, besides then, like, what did you think of before? Besides that I was weird. Like when we first started hanging out, like what were you
I don't
thinking?
know. It's like when we first,
Like how was
like,
I as a
there was like
person?
a weird stage in like 6th grade, I think it was, when we first started hanging out, where I didn't really hang out with you, but like somehow we always ended up like near each other. Like when we had that, like, what was that bullshit we had to do? Like where we go to other classes and like read or something like that. It was like reading mastery or some. Do you remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what
We
you're talking
always
about.
like ended
Yeah.
up in the same room, and like that one after school tutoring thing, we always ended up like there together. And then I think one day we started talking. You're just like, "Hey, I live around the corner. Do you want to come hang out at my house?" Like some, not even on some creepy shit. 'Cause we were like 6th graders. I mean, that was like normal. Now if I go and ask somebody, "Hey, you want to come hang out at my house?" They're gonna think I'm gonna rape them or
Like
something like that.
that brings up a good point because like when we're little and we're fucking like middle schoolers, like nothing fucking matters. Nothing matters. No money, no worrying about bills and shit. I mean, I'm 19 right now. You're gonna be 21 this year. I'm gonna be 20 this year. Shit, dude, we got so many bills that we're already dealing with. You got car insurance. I got my bike insurance. I mean,
I'm gonna have braces.
oh, see, there you go. You got your
pretty soon,
braces and
too.
shit. When we were, I forgot what, like, when we were back in middle school, I forgot we had that tutoring thing after school, which is that proved that we were dumb as shit.
It proved we're dumb as shit. It proved we were trying to get help to improve on a subject. It didn't matter because it was fucking 6th grade. It was probably like,
Weren't we forced to do that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I
It's
thought we
been
were a
too
little
long.
forced to do it. I think we got letters and then we had to take them to home to our parents and stuff to do it. I think it was
'Cause the
English
math
for me.
grades, bro. For me. And they didn't even help you, bro. They didn't even help you. All that fat bitch did was just sit behind her fucking chair and just like, oh, if you need my help, just raise your hand. She would just fucking sit there, dude. Oh my god, that shit pissed me off.
Are you talking about Miss Golden?
No, not Miss Golden. It was the one Miss. If you're looking at the doors, Miss Golden was the one left of Jet's. Jet. What the fuck was his name? That white dude.
Jensen?
Jensen or Jetson? It was.
It was
I know it was
Jensen.
for sure with a J. But who was the one on the right of him, closest to your house, on that corner?
You're talking about the one with the helmet hair, right?
That was the person that was doing the tutoring.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. I don't remember.
You don't remember them either, right?
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't
remember
remember
Miss
her.
Golden because she was a big black lady and she was like nice to me.
I remember when I was working at Taco Bell, she actually went into Taco Bell. I said, hi, Miss Golden. She was like, no, she did not recognize me at all.
Oh, that's funny. What did she say? She was like, huh?
She ordered a salad.
Okay, good for her. Good for her. What did she say when you called her Miss Golden?
I don't even think she heard that.
If I see her,
I just said,
if I see her, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, hi, Miss Golden. She'll probably remember me, guaranteed. You know why?
Why?
She fucking took a picture of me one day.
What?
She took a picture of me one day.
Oh, why? Like, what kind of picture?
Just a picture, just like of me. Like, what? I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I barely noticed that she did it. She was on her phone, and I don't know, like older people. Like, she was probably like in her 40s, maybe. If anything, I would guess 40s, like late 40s. But they're not. They try to be slick, especially with like technology, and it's not slick at all. Like, you don't, because you can tell if someone's like on their phone, like typing versus like pointing it at you, because like she had to lift it up kind of like to aim it at me. And then like she like put it back down, and I was just like, I didn't say anything, but I knew in my heart.
Oh, yeah.
She just took a random picture of me. Because like, you know how like they do that, old people, not old people, but like boomers.
Okay, boomer.
Most people that are in their 40s, late 40s, they like do that weird shit where they grab the phone with one hand and like they fucking tap that shit hard as fuck with their index finger, like trying to that shit.
Yeah. It seems like they don't know how to use their phone.
Pecking with their finger, like, and like squinting at the screen and like holding it like a good like 6 or 7 inches from their face.
Bro, I think those middle school days were just they were fun. They were a fun time to not worry about it.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't think you were there a while back though, but you were there, but I don't think we were friends yet. But we got Fernie, David, Isaac, and then we had, I think it was another Jose, but he moved to San Diego, or I forgot his name, but he moved to San Diego. We both knew him. He was a skater.
Who moved to San Diego?
I don't know. It was another friend that we knew, and he moved to San Diego. He went to Live Oak with us.
I forgot.
He was also a skater. He was a Mexican guy. He was kind of big. Maybe it was Luis?
Luis died.
No. There was like 4 Luises.
I'm thinking of Shibuya.
No. There was like a Padilla. Yeah, it feels bad for him, but it was kind of like, yeah.
You say it was kind of his fault?
Yeah, it kind of was because of where he was.
I mean, you just never know what could have went down, though.
True, but like the way he was kind of an ass during middle school, but
he was never an ass to me.
He was an ass to me. Him and Keyshawn.
I forgot Keyshawn existed.
I don't know. There's Bryson, Keyshawn, Luis. I forgot who else was in that group.
Do you remember Isaiah Clevenger?
Isaiah Clevenger? Probably no.
I think, yeah, you didn't meet him. I think I met him before I met you. He was the reason I started skating in the first place.
Really?
Yeah, I moved out here to I didn't move out here. Well, I came out to California to visit for the summer. I originally lived in Colorado, but things happened and I ended up moving out here. And I was staying at my grandma's house for a while, and I would just go outside. And I mean, 'cause I didn't have an Xbox and shit. Like back then, I was like 7 or 8, so I would just go outside and just walk around and just try to find something to do. And then one day I saw, it was the first, I didn't even know what a skateboard was until that day. I saw him, or my current friend Isaiah. He was on the sidewalk and he was just like practicing, just like trying to do tricks. And I think I saw him land a pop shove it or something like that, and I was like, "Yo, it's like I'm gonna be a skater." And then I ended up getting a skateboard, and like I just started learning. We and him started skating. Then he ended up moving, which kind of sucked.
No.
But we hung out like even after he moved. He only moved to like, what did he move to? He moved over there. You know where Blackstone is?
Yeah,
like near that shell, kind of.
Oh yeah.
in those neighborhoods, like on the other side of Blackstone where it's not all busy. Yeah, he lived over there for a while, and then he ended up moving again when we stopped hanging out. But I would skate all the way over there, like across town from where I live, just to skate with him, like when I didn't have a car and shit like that.
The only thing I remember with you, I'm not the only thing. I mean, we have a shit ton of memories together, but one of the funny memories was when we went to your house. I think it was on Spruce Street. That was your older house.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed the night on the roof.
That was funny. Remember that one when I don't know, I think that was Fernie that was there actually. And this dude came out with a flashlight like on one of our neighbors, and he like flashed it at us. And we're like, oh shit. And like we're on the roof of our house. What was gonna happen? But like we were just freaked out that this guy came outside and started like shining the light on us.
I think what happened was with us was there was too many bugs, so I think we went back inside.
Yeah, it was right next to a field, and that shit was tough.
But fuck, yeah, I can imagine being a random ass guy with a flashlight.
He was like, why the fuck are these dudes up on the roof? Remember that one time we spent the night at your house, and we went outside because we heard a weird ass noise, and that dude was out there with a gun?
Oh shit, I forgot. I think we were going.
Why did we go outside for? Were we just
no,
there?
I think we were going to Jasmine's house with Jonathan and Andrew. I think
Are you guys just trying to get
no,
cheeks? Like,
they were, but I think we were just going to hang out.
They're trying to go get cheeks.
Because I think Jonathan and Andrew were dating two girls there. So I think we went out and they were like, oh, do you guys have bikes? And we were like, no. And then this guy came, he goes, yo, I almost shot you guys.
He did not say he almost shot us. He came outside and he was like, did you guys hear that too?
Did he? I don't remember.
No, he did not. Dude, he was a fully grown ass man with a fucking revolver.
Yeah, I remember that.
Talking to some little fucking kid. Like
I remember that part. I remember him walking out with a revolver in his hand. But I think he said
he could have shot us if he wanted to, but
he had the chance.
He could have. He missed the chance.
This podcast.
Fuck this podcast. I'm trying to die, so I don't have any more responsibilities.
But I just remember him saying something about two kids on a bike. And that something went down. Like he heard something. But other than that, I don't remember anything else. I remember we were going somewhere, and I remember that part. That's the only two parts I remember of that night. Besides us going over to our friends. And that was the thing that we always did. We always snuck around when we went to Jonathan's house. Dude, oh!
We always snuck around at night. Oh, shit.
One time, it was me, you, Jonathan, Andrew, and I think it was Joey too. And we went to Live Oak, and then we saw a cop car. And I think we got, I don't know, scared or something went down.
Wait. I think I know what you're talking about, but I think we weren't like in Live Oak Park. We were coming from we were crossing that field that like goes to those rich houses right there, like behind the Sierra Mini Mart area, kind of. Do you know that field that like goes straight over to the trail, and then you go over the trail into Live Oak Park?
Yeah.
I think we were going through there, and we heard a siren, and it was late at night, and like we had like weed. And we were just like, oh shit! And like we took off, sprinting through the fucking orchard or to the field as fast as we could. But like, when your adrenaline's going, like you're just running through open field. It feels like you're running so slow.
It does.
You're just like, dang! I feel like I'm gonna get attacked by like a hawk right now.
I'm pretty sure we ran through fields like during middle school. I think we ran through it like almost all the time we were staying the night. So that's probably like 20 times a month or shit, even more. I remember one time we ran from Live Oak to Jonathan's house because I think something went down or someone said something stupid or someone broke something, and it was me. Yeah, it was still the same group because we always stayed the night at Jonathan's. Yeah. And we were running, and I think it was either you or Andrew or Jonathan, but someone was pushing and knocking over every single trash can we ran by. And I think it was trash night that night, or that trash morning. So I think somebody was knocking down all the trashes every time we passed one, and we're all just trying to rush. His house was at the end of the complex, and the complex is probably, I would say, about like a football field long.
Mm.
And when we were running through that alleyway, he was just knocking every single trash can down from the front all the way down to the back. That's all. I remember that shit.
Yo.
And I think the last one he tripped.
You remember the one night that where I forgot where we're coming back from, but we were walking down La Spina, and that fucking truck passed by, and Dave threw that orange at that shit, and it held stopped, bro.
Oh gosh.
We were like, we about to die, but we took off.
We did so much dumb shit at Jonathan's house.
Bro, we took off. That shit was funny.
Right, from that all those stories being said, we got more to come later on. We'll probably figure this out way better, find out a more organized way to talk about stuff, but
we're just kind of bullshit right now. It's the first podcast.
The first podcast, yeah, exactly what he said, get into the rhythm. Not Katy Perry.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, Chef. But, yeah, we're going to end it here. We're already at 30 minutes. Probably going to go down when we edit, post-processing and whatnot. But we'll see you all guys on the next episode of the Hippy Convo.
Yeah. Bye.
Later, Chef.